Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome to episode number 5 of our live franchise mode series here on MLB The Show 24 with the now relocated Montreal Expos to Washington, now back to Montreal. We're 2 years into our franchise mode, headed into the 2026 offseason. After having finished year number 2, we're moving into this offseason, slowly taking our baby steps with the organization developing on the timeline we would hope, I think, but there's still more moves to be made this off season. As we'll have free agency, we'll have some trades, we'll have some decisions to make. As much as we're not in that how should I say, contender conversation just yet, we're still in the conversation of let's continue making each year better than the last one. Last episode, we saw some big trades during the season. Picking up Josh Naylor was a big one from the Cleveland Guardians. Getting another Canadian in. Joseph, Jack, welcome to the stream. We'll get started around the 5-minute mark if you're watching after we've already gone live. But if you're joining us live, we'll start getting going and welcoming everybody in. Watching the postseason as well. NHL postseason is underway. Sorry for being a little late this evening. Had to take care of some business. I'll get into that a little later on. But I wasn't able to get home until just a few minutes ago. Hobbsy, go Expos, love off-season episodes. Yes, always fun to get an off-season episode in, and we'll get started in just a few minutes' time. As I'm curious and excited as always to see who's going to be that player who's available in free agency. Last year it was Walker Buehler who entered our rotation. He was great. We even had Mike Soroka as a rotation guy join our team. We found Higo Shiaka as backup catcher. We found some good value, and now we'll try to do that again this off season. So we'll get started in just a few minutes' time as we start welcoming everybody in. Thank you for joining us here on this lovely Tuesday evening, a bit later than we usually go, but that is just fine. We'll have to make sure we still got the off season done, and then we weren't wasting or losing any days. Good growth this past season as well. Gray up to an 82 overall. Garrett up to an 83 overall. Doggy, welcome to the stream. Here we go. It's going to do all my usual things. We'll start in about 2.5 minutes. I didn't have time to write the tweet or copy all the tags yet, so I'll just take care of that. Anyone want to give me an update in the hockey world? I just got home. I wasn't able to see anything. I was in an important meeting, actually, so I wasn't able to see anything going on. If anyone wants to give me an NHL update, I'll happily take that. Last episode, we called it a defining draft, but unfortunately, our fifth overall pick in the first round, turned out to have a bust potential of C instead of A. So it was a very weak draft class. Hopefully, next episode we'll have a stronger draft with a stronger class. Next episode when we go through year number 3 in the 2026 season. 2-2 Rangers and Capitals. Gotcha. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to tell you what it is momentarily, Hobbsy. And 2-0 Panthers. Yeah, Lightning are finished. I think. It's going to be a good series, but I really cannot see Tampa winning at this time. Something's going to have to change drastically. Okay, that's taken care of. Discord went out. Let's just send out the tweet. While you're watching, Dynasty is over. Yeah, it is, and that's okay. That's okay. Dynasties come and go. They'll still be a good team, though. They'll have their Pittsburgh years of Kucherov, of Stamkos, of Hedman, but the core around them is not going to be able to stay. Maybe Point can stay, but really, a lot of guys are not going to be able to stay around. Kane, yeah, you know what? I gotta admit, the Canes admin on Twitter was just... It was too far. Not in terms of like, oh, that's too far, you crossed a line. It was too far in terms of, okay, we get it. Like, if I want to see Cry Slim Cry, I'm going to go to the Discord server, go to the replies. If you're an official representative of the team, yeah, of course, poke fun, make it fun for engagements. But just putting crying emojis and say, bro thought he did something. Like, at least give me official news. Like, give me the score, give me a link to an article, come on. But I'm not trying to say that it was no fun, but you gotta have a side of professionalism to it as well at the same time. It's an official media source. It's not just a fan account. While you're watching some NHL post-season action. Did he? I'm just going by what Jack said. Expansion Expos, yes. 2 seasons in, how did the first 2 seasons go? So, let me pull up the numbers for you. Real Deal Prime. Let me go ahead and pull up numbers for you. I'll give you a quick recap of the series that has been so far. Let me pull up the Excel sheet, or you could even look at the Google sheet in the description. The Google sheet would tell you that the same answer. As that opens up. Zyke said that in Discord. I need some sources here, guys. I need some sources. How is Francesco Rodriguez going to look in a few years? Could be an 82 within a few years. Chase Petty, McAble. Okay, just curious to jump ahead. My Microsoft Excel is open. I'll tell you in a second, real deal. And we'll get started in just a moment here. I know 5 minutes is coming up. Just want to make sure I send the tweet out. We're all going to some postseason action. Join us for the 2026 off-season with the Montreal Expos on MLB The Show 24. It's like, I don't know, can he be trusted? 782, what's up, Landon? Get that. Tweet, my Microsoft Excel is taking a long time to open. I'll get it in a second. Doggy, don't get me started. Baby steps are coming along, though. Perfect, thank you. Thank you, Hobbsy. My Microsoft Excel is still opening a little bit here. Sorry for the delay on that. But we've passed 5 minutes, so go ahead. Yeah, we're even a minute past it. So as my Microsoft Excel, I'll give you a recap of the series that has been in just a moment. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 5 of the Montreal Expos franchise mode. Teodoro, welcome to the stream, my friend. We're going to be, and Joe, welcome aboard as well. We're going to be moving into the year number 2 offseason. So year number 1 complete, year number 2 complete. Now we're in the 2026 offseason, moving into the 2026 season, year number 3, coming up next week, next Tuesday, April 30th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Before we get there, we're going to, yes, continue to see growth from our players. Yes, continue to not go all in on free agency, but to foster the growth of our prospects. Of course, we're not going to be going crazy in free agency, but we will be looking for some interesting pieces that are available to us, kind of like a Walker Buehler or a Mike Soroka last season. There could still very much be some value pieces for us, even if we're not going by saying, okay, let's spend all our money and build through free agency. No, we want to build through development, build through the draft, and getting some players in free agency to help with that is fine by me. So here we go. NHMB. Let me pull this up for you. Expos. Did I not make an Expos Excel sheet? No, I thought I did. Maybe I didn't, eh? I was just going by... oh, that's true. I didn't make an Excel sheet. I was going by the Google sheet. Hey, I opened up Excel for nothing. So if I open up the Google sheet, just give you a quick recap. So we were coming over as the Washington Nationals, a team that had been struggling heavily since winning the World Series in 2019. Since then, year number 1, when we, in our first year, relocated back to Montreal, we went 66 and 96. And then this past year, at one point, we were on pace to win 86 games. We ended 77 and 85. Still below 500, still missing the postseason, but it was still a good time. H-Jaws, welcome to the stream. 77 wins. It was still a solid record for us, especially in year number 2. I think our goal for this next season is to be above 500, and if we can make the postseason after that, that would be great. But that's the timeline as of now. So just throwing it out there, just for a little stream exclusive, just for anyone who is curious, just I know some people are curious about the developments sometimes. The reason why we're starting late tonight, I was actually in a meeting, crossing the T's and dotting the I's on the final stages of purchasing a house. So going through that is obviously taking a lot of time, but it's an exciting time as well. So it's going to be a very busy summer. I'll do as much as I can to get out the content, but with wedding coming up next year and the house and all that, it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. So I appreciate the patience. Yeah, Demko out for the for the series is definitely going to hurt the Canucks' hopes. I had them as my Cup favorites, right? So that's really going to hurt. Yeah, that's really going to hurt. Thanks, Len. Appreciate it. Yeah, so I wouldn't be moving in for a while still, but just to say that I have that off my back so that it's ready when I do get married next year, that'll be a great little piece of, what can I call it? Just another thing off my plate, I suppose. So we want to hire a new first base coach. We have pretty good coaches here, just the old ones need to start moving out. I know, crazy, eh? Crazy. Hold on, doggy! We're not even at the off-season yet. Crazy, from 2020 to now. I graduated uni, got engaged, got a house, and we're still not done yet, Hobbsy. So let's think about this. Yeah, that would be crazy for the Hurricanes. I think my honest favorites might be the Panthers. Although I said the Canucks in my bracket, I think my honest favorite might be the Panthers. Who just stands out? Durability blocking. Has a little bit of stealing, maybe. A little stealing, maybe at first base. +1 stealing, +1 fielding. Okay, that's good. Don't want to spend too much time on this. Stealing, reaction, durability, speed. That's good. Let's go for that. Not done yet, Landon. Not done yet. Let's go. I don't know. I just want to make sure I get these guys. I hate having to spend time. We have money. I'm going 2 years, 2 million per year. I'm not waiting on these guys. Having to kill my. I'll kill all the time looking for someone when they don't want to sign. 3 years, 6 million, 2 million a year. For the Orioles do have a very deep prospect pool, so it would be possible. Okay, so first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, we have the exclusive free agent negotiations, where we are as a franchise. If we look at our roster, here's just the recap on where we are positionally. At catcher, Keibert Ruiz is still our guy. This past season, he was injured for a little bit, but he still bat 266. He was our only All-Star, I believe, as well. So he's our catcher moving forward. Forrest Lopez, yeah, there we drafted 5th overall. C potential, 68 overall. Even with C potential, though, we're going to try our best to get some growth out of him. He was a bust at 5th overall, but we'll see what we can do. At first base, we acquired Josh Naylor. That's a very exciting acquisition for us. We'll keep him for as long as possible. He's 28, still lots of time to be able to utilize his skills, so he's exciting. He'll be an exciting fixture at first base for a long while to come. At second base, Rosario and Garcia. Garcia, obviously the more long-term piece. Bat 233 this year was an improvement from his 224 last year, but for a guy with solid enough contact, it was still a bit of an ish year when I think about him. So there's second base. At third base, Nick Senzel, but honestly, it's probably Brady House taking it over this year. Nick Senzel, I've been trying to get growth from him. Back-to-back years of batting about 240. This past year, more of a platoon role. It saw almost half the number of at-bats. It's understandable, but B potential, 76 overall. He's still a platoon enough guy for me, but Brady House is likely taking over at third base. One of the high prospects in the Nationals real-world system. So he'll likely join the team full-time this next year. At shortstop, C.J. Abrams, our star. Left field, J.D. Martinez will likely be out this next year. It was a one-year thing. We had fun. 29 home runs. Bat 221, though. He's pretty much washed at this point, unfortunately. Dylan Cruz out there in the outfield. Same for Elijah Green, Emmanuel Rodriguez, Robert Hassel III. This next season, we'll see a lot of youth in the outfield. Then, in addition to Lane Thomas and even Stone Garrett filling in. He could play first base, but Josh Naylor is pretty much there now. So the outfield this next season will be a rotation of Thomas, Garrett, Cruz as the big three, with Green, Rodriguez, Hassel III probably being mixed in. And that's about it. Oh, sorry, I didn't think about the pitching. My apologies. So starting pitchers, Buehler, Gray, Gore, Soroka, Abel. That'll be our starting 5 as of now. I don't know if one of these guys down here might want to push for a spot. A Chase Petty kind of guy, maybe. Cade Cavalli is definitely a trade bait at this point as well. Relief pitching, Ferguson, Loaiziga, Harvey, Barlow, all fine by me. Closing pitching, Matt Barnes is likely out. I would think Rod Hart, 1 year after being drafted, just 1 year removed, 19 years old, 75 overall, A potential. Rod Hart might be our closer at 19, 20 years of age by next season. So there's the recap of the franchise, where we are right now. Lane Thomas, I don't know if I'm convinced by Lane Thomas. He bat 230 this past year. We need room in the outfield, but I definitely don't want to let him go for nothing. So we will sign Lane Thomas, and we'll see what happens from there. He's a free agent, so I don't want to go super long term. I would go like... Well, actually, no. If he wants his contract, if it's a sign and trade, he'll want his contract. So we'll give him his 5 years. We'll call him a star, and we'll give him his money, but I'm not sure if he's staying. That's the thing. So give him 5 years, 30 million. Let's say that. 6, or should it be 4? 6 million per year for 4 years. Let's try that. Yeah, definitely. Thomas needs a new lane. Lane Thomas. There you go. So we'll go 4 years, 24 million for now. Caleb Ferguson was great. I'd be happy to bring him back. He's a free agent, so yeah, he'd be wanting... Only 1 year he wants? Or it just drops down. As much as you bribe me, doggy, I don't know if it's going to be possible right now. We don't have a lot of pieces to trade for an ace, and we don't have a lot of room in the rotation either. So we don't want 1 year, 3.5... or 2 years, closer to 5. So let's do 1 year and keep him cheaper, and we'll decide next year on what happens. So 1 year, 3.5 in Caleb Ferguson. JD Martinez will walk. Hunter Harvey, we definitely want him back. He was great. But again, actually, the longer we go, the less he wants. So I'll call him bullpen, sorry, and I'll give him 3 years. He's been good for us. but it's a bit expensive to be wanting 5.5 million as a 76 overall. But don't look at that. Look at his performance. His performance has been better than that of a 76 overall. So that's it. Lane Thomas for Joe Ryan. So could we go 3 years, 16 million? Matt Barnes, he would be okay, but he would be bullpen, no longer closer. I'd give him 1 year. 1 year, 2 million on him. And Kyle Higashioka, I'm not sure what's going to happen at the catching position. He was good. He bat 300 this last year. He was solid. But I don't think it makes sense for us to sign another catcher right now. Not sure, because in our system, we might have, maybe Forrest Lopez is already ready to go. Maybe even, I'm not sure if anybody else would really be there aside from Higashioka. But he's 35. I don't want to sign someone who's that old at this point. So that's it for exclusive free agents. That's it for review staff. Rebrand team. You know what? If we could fix the catcher's equipment, I think that's something we want to do. We've been saying it's a bit of an eyesore. Let's see. Catcher's gear. So I tried to do it white because the Expos had it white, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem to work super well. Any suggestions on this? Chest guard main color, maybe? Yeah, we could trade Barnes, but we'll get him signed on for now. We go blue on, maybe just the nice Expos blue. Nice Expos blue, maybe. And that's it. Kierstad data? We'll check them out. Helmet main color, red. Would that be cool? Red and blue. Okay, we'll go with that. And how about shin guards? Can the shin guards stay white? Or no, that's cool. Let's go blue. Well, I'm not trading for every Twins pitcher here, Docky. Nice. Okay, we'll do that then. That's home catcher's gear. And away catcher gear, same thing, right? Oh no, they kind of make a little mix here. Okay, this is interesting. Let's do that. Why not? A little mix of, a little white mixed in. With the blue helmet. I don't mind that. It's the white that was really a bit, yeah. Okay. Would we like to export this custom team? Okay, why not? Team Expos 2. New save. There we go. Okay, so there's that. Let's start simulating a few days forward. And let's see. Okay, Expos first base coach signed on. Good. Hey, this guy signed with the Rangers instead. I'd given him such a good contract. At least we got the first base coach. We still need a new farm director. Farm director. Paco Figueroa. Reaction speed, contact control. Plate discipline, power, velocity, durability. Power plate, hits per 9, stealing. Oh, this guy's probably the best. Oh, it's Dave Roberts. Serious, Dave Roberts. He wants to be a manager, doesn't he? He seems to be wanting, he's okay with wanting, so he's being offered 3 years, $5 million. I'll give you 3 years, $6.5 million. Dave Roberts as our farm director. Why not? Welcome to the Expos, buddy. Let's see if we can get Dave Roberts and Dave Martinez. Okay, Dave Roberts goes to the Orioles. But, so money means nothing, eh? These guys. Where's the greed? Where's the good old greed? Power, velocity, durability, speed, contact. I prefer that probably. Stealing, walks per 9. Let's just go for Mota. Mota, 4 years. Oh, he's being offered 4 years, $30 million? By the Dodgers? Whoa. 4 years? No, we can't compete with that. 4 years, $30 million? I've never seen a manager offer anything close to like that. Whoa. So I won't even try going after him. I don't want to have... even here, though, 3 years, 17.4 million from Paco. Sheesh. Okay, I'm going to give Paco an offer, but... does he want to... Yeah, okay, 2 years, 4 minutes, his highest interest. Okay, Paco, are you interested? And he's okay. Paco's on board. He was being offered $17 million. All right. Braves want to offer us Diego Benitez for Loaiziga. No way. Are you serious? Okay. So exclusive free agents. We're still waiting on these guys. Staff is all good. At least there's that. Free agency starts in like 1 day. Okay, so now, if they haven't signed yet, I need to make sure I give them a qualifying offer. So tender qualifying offer. Roslovic power play. Rangers up 3-2. Thank you. So qualifying offer to Lane Thomas has been sent. Tender qualifying offer to Hunter Harvey. Qualifying offer to Matt Barnes. Yeah, 1 year, $20 million. But obviously, that won't happen. Okay. And here we are in free agency. All right, here we go. 40-man arbitration, tender contracts, blah, blah, blah. We'll see all that soon. So, okay, so we got Thomas signed on. Good. Good. Thomas is signed on. And so was someone else, I think. We're just waiting on Hunter Harvey and Matt Barnes. Aside from that, ooh, hold on. We were thinking about when will Vladdy come to Montreal. Would this be too crazy to do right now? Is this just not the right time on Vladdy? Oh, is it just not the right time? It would be that's a lot of money. It would cost us a lot of money. We're talking $30 million a year. I don't know, because we just got Naylor for first base. I don't know if the time. Excuse me. I don't know if the timing's right. Yeah, absolutely, Hobbsy. Don't worry. Well, that's already a lock. We're definitely gonna do that. Harvey or Barnes will get traded if they have to for that. Kierstead. Okay, Joe, let me check him out. Player search. Let me Heston Kierstead. Here he is. Heston. 8 potential. 27 years old, though. Not a lot of time to grow. Another outfielder. Well, not just realism. It's our organizational timeline. Where does Guerrero fit right now? We just traded for a big new first baseman, so that's first base is out. Naylor could play the outfield, but then we already have young players in the outfield. Do we stagnate the growth of our young players to bring in a big name right now? I'd rather bring in that big name later. Brady House is our third baseman, you know? I don't know if now's the time. Hobbsy says, I think now's the time, honestly. I know we got Naylor, but he can shift to the outfield if we move Thomas. That's true, but if we move Thomas, I thought our outfield was going to be Cruz, Green, Garrett, Wood, Rodriguez. It's still crowded even with Thomas gone. It's still a crowded outfield. That's the thing. I don't know if we can excuse it just yet. Some contracts. We can start thinking about tendering some contracts here. Nick Abel, what does he make this last year? Oops. He's just renewable. So while you're thinking about that, I'm going to start offering out some contracts. He wants to do 2 years? No, Vladdy can't be platooning. It wouldn't make sense. He's a 97 overall. I know we need Vladdy eventually, but I don't know if it makes sense to do it now. Or not, forget realism. I'm saying organizationally. Okay, McAble will do 2 years on him. Rod Hart's going to come in ASAP. Jackson Rutledge. It's like, what does he want? Rutledge wants, for 1 year, he wants $780K. That's fine by me. So what did he make this last year? $600K. So what's the question? I can renew him at any price greater than 80% of his salary last year. So I'm going to offer him $780K. But I could even just give him a contract of $780K. Yeah, I could just do this instead. Even less. Yeah, wow. Well, there you go. 1 year, $480K. There you go. Matt Waldron. Yeah, he was good. Matt Waldron. 1 year. Same thing? Yeah. Oh, he wants a little bit more. 610. James Wood. Yeah, he'll be in the organization this next year. We'll go 2 years on him. We're going to call him Platoon for now. Actually, no, we'll go 1 year and call him Platoon because next year he might not be Platoon. We'll call him Platoon for now. Ooh, we can really go cheap, eh? Wait, actually, no. The lowest amount he was interested in. That's what it was. 1 year, $60K Platoon. There you go, James Wood. Elijah Green, 1 year, $90K. Chase Petty, we want to get him up there. 1 year, $90K. Cade Cavalli, likely trade bait. Ooh, 5 years. Ooh, relax. Let's go low on Cade Cavalli. $480 on Cade Cavalli. Robert Hassel III, $90K. Vavra, hopefully he can grow. He's grown from a 67 to a 70. Let's keep hoping for Vavra to keep growing. What does he want for 1 year? He'd platoon for 780? Yeah, we could do that. Even less. Is he a 480 again? 480. There you go. 40 on Vavra. Are we, I don't know, are we about to offer 40 million? I don't know. Brady House, 1 year. Keep it nice and cheap. 70K. Thad Ward is 29 years old, 69 overall. Ari, what do you do? What's going on the sheets over there? What's going on over there? Depth, how low can we go on Thad Ward? Okay, we can do 1 year 480. Someone's got to play. Yepes, he wants millions, this guy. Platoon your depth, Juan Yepes. Unless we call him, oh, he's star. Let's call him platoon. Nah, he probably wouldn't play that much. We can't let everybody walk because then we don't have enough for the minor league systems. Nunez, I can't guarantee that you're platooning. I'm gonna call you depth. 480. AL standings for the sheet. I don't know. They're gone now, Jack. I don't think you can show them anymore. DJ Hers, 25. There you go. Bring it down. I don't know why it always starts at 700. Trey Lipscomb. Kirkering. Down. Prevention of loud movement. The amount of work is impressive. Oh, it is. It is. Cole Henry. As always, this is the longest portion of it. Hey, I keep clicking renew. Down, let me guess. Oh, he wants to go below 480. No, you go all the way to the bottom, right? 60K. Okay, Tim Kate. Now here are the easy ones. Actually, hold on. Darren Baker, D67. I don't know, let's just sign everybody. As I always think about it too much. Unless they're really old, let's just sign everybody, and we can make trades later. Even the ones with deep potential. We need players in this. We're a bad organization. We need players in it. Mason Thompson. For the magical 480. There you go. If they're renewable, you gotta be careful with them. Go a little lower. Mitchell Parker. 480 magic. There you go. Now we can fly through these a bit more quickly. Bubba Chandler. Yeah, he has some potential. Yeah, beat potential for Bubba Chandler. So we'll keep trying to get growth from Bubba. He can be a future relief pitcher for us. 1 year 60. Ooh. Who's this guy? Joan Adon. Relief pitcher. No, this guy's going to walk. Blankenhorn. Oh, yeah, there's always going to be players there, Joe. But we need so many. We need like 90 players. So if we let 40 of them walk, oh, 40. If we let 15 of them walk, there won't be enough in free agency. Ernesto Valdez, A potential. Fly through these. All the 60Ks, no problem. 670, huh? Matt Cronin, relief pitcher. No, he'll walk. How old is he? 28. Bah. Spanos, Maxwell Romano, Nolan Hoffman, Jack Dunn, Kevin Maid. Lara is one of our drafted prospects, I believe. Almost done. Last ones. Garrett Hoffman, of course. A potential. All right, there we go. That's for tender contract. Salary arbitration, Joe Barlow and Carter Kieboom. Carter, we tried him in the MLB 2 years ago, in year number 1. Garrett Cruz Thomas, so guys like Wood. Yes, you're right. That's it, Hobbsy. So he hasn't had many at-bats the last couple of years. Actually, no, in 2024. Sorry, 2024 is when he had at-bats. 2025 he didn't play at all. I think Carter Kieboom is likely even to be traded at this point. But I wouldn't mind just signing him on board so he can be trade bait. Salscave. Remind me in a second, Joe. Let me just go through this. Keyboom, yeah, I'll give you your 1 year 1.1, but you're going to get traded. And Barlow I'd like to keep for sure. I could do a couple years on Barlow. I could do a couple. I'll call you Bullpen. And we'll go 2.8, 1.4 per year on Joe Barlow. Okay, there you go. So that leaves us with, like 40 million, did it say? Looking free agency available. So, for example, if we go after Vlad, surplus goes from 88 to 58. So the payroll, yeah, it jumps by 30 million. There you go. So what if we went like 10 years, something crazy, right? Makes him more interested or less interested? Less interested, eh? Actually, yeah, it's actually less. He really wants 5 years, even 4. 1? Oh, it's because the money demands, that's why. For 10 years, he wants 32.1. I see. Vlad. 22 home runs this last year, batting .288. I don't know. Zach Gallen. He's offered 164 for 8 years. Is that what it was? Yeah, for 8 years. So his offer right now, 164 for 8. That's a lot less than what he'd be looking for. Gallen, Bichette, Snell, Cease, Smith, Helsey, Paddock, Edman. Lots of names. So we don't need outfield. Pitching is, I don't know, I might feel a bit uncomfortable going after pitching because if we look at the starting pitchers, Buehler, Gray, Gore, Soroka, Abel, that's already our 5 right there. If we were to move one out, maybe it's Soroka. Then even then, Chase Petty's coming soon. So I don't think we want to go after a guy as a starting pitcher who'd be here for multiple years. I don't think so. Walker Buehler's the guy we picked up last year to be a guy who's going to be here a bit longer term. In relief pitching, okay, I could see us going after a relief pitcher. Maybe Rod Hart comes in as the setup man, and we can get like a 1-year veteran closer. But aside from that, first base we're set, unless we're going out for Vladdy or whatever. Second base at this time is still Garcia with Rosario platooning. Third base is Brady House with Senzel platooning. Shortstop is Abrams with Vavra platooning. And then the outfield, we have 1, 2, 3 at least. 4, 5. We have like at least 5 for 3 spots. So the lineup is not pretty next year, but it's going to be one that gets us growth. Right? Yeah, Vlad could DH. That's true, eh? Vlad could DH. I don't know. What are the defensive numbers? The defensive numbers aren't great. Yeah. I suppose. I didn't think about that. I did not think about that. Vlad could DH. Smart call. If we went after him, he wants 5 years, so I won't change the 5 years. I'd probably give him 150 million, so it would be exactly 30 million. It would be 5 years, 150 million. So we thought we were far removed from a Vlad move. But it seems as though in free agency, the opportunity is there. He doesn't have to come and join our team, but he definitely has the link to Montreal as Vlad Guerrero Sr., his father, spent so many memorable years in Montreal. A legend here. He would automatically become the face of the franchise. I'd want to give him longer than 5 years, but he wants 5 years. That's it. We're not trying to compete yet, but I would say within, not next year, but I'd say within I'd say by the next year, at least within 2 years, if not, 2 years, we're trying to not compete but make the postseason. Now, we can't compete right now. Our lineup is full of 60 overall rookies. But Vlad, maybe we'd pay him even extra. No, dog, ooh, pump your brakes here, dog. We've waited too long. It's year 2 of a big rebuild. It's year 2 of a massive rebuild. I want to give him more because he would get good money to play on a competitive team. Say, listen, Vladdy, I'm going to give you $32 million a year for 5 years. Big boy money. We're not going to be good for the next year or 2 years, but within your contract, we will be competing. And to say thank you for coming here early, I'm giving you way more than the Blue Jays were offering you, which was, if we get him, I believe it's better to have him long for having, yeah. He was offered, I'm just doing 164 divided by 8. He's being offered $20.5 million by the Blue Jays, a smack in the mouth. So I'd offer you $32 million a year instead of $20 million a year. You'll be the star, the face of the franchise. And yes, we'll have an ugly team in the first couple years, but you're going to be our star, and you're going to be, yeah, you'll start DHing, but you can get into first or third as time goes on and we figure out which young guys are staying here. Nice calm time, DH, enjoy your millions, be the face of the franchise, welcome back to Montreal. It saves us from having to trade for him down the road. I was thinking we would trade for him when he's in his mid to late 30s as a final swan song, but maybe he becomes the face of our franchise. I'm glad we're not cheesing a trade from the Blue Jays, but here he is in free agency. So we're going to send him 5 years, $32 million a year, $160 million. If he wants it, he'll take it. If he wants to go to a competitor and he doesn't want to come here, then that's okay. It wasn't meant to be. So we're offering him the same amount of money, but over 3 years less. All right, so Vlad would become the face of the franchise. We still have C.J. Abrams. We still have Walker Buehler. We still have all these players who are trying to grow, and we love them. But Vlad becomes the face of the franchise who's saying, although I'm not here for right now, I'm here for the soon to come. And he'll get his money as a thank you. He'll definitely get his money as a thank you. Okay, so that's about it. We're thinking about a relief pitcher maybe. Or even a closing pitcher. I know. Hey, Palm, welcome to the stream, buddy. I'd almost sign Bo just to trade him back to the Blue Jays, Hobbsy, for just like a D-rated player. Should we almost do that? Then we lose a pick, eh? I don't want to forfeit. Yeah, I don't want to forfeit a draft pick because of it. No, I don't think so, Jack. No, they're not here. You have to go and try to look last stream. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. Sorry, buddy. So do we go after another? Do we get no starting pitchers, doggy? Do we go after a guy like who'd he say? Romano? He's a 78. It's not like he's anything crazy. His numbers aren't bad. Halsey didn't have good numbers. Williams so-so. Sewald so-so. Romano had good numbers, but only 14 innings last year. Kenley Jansen, Iglesias, Estevez, Here's Matt Barnes. He got his 1 year, $2 million. And he is Canadian as well. True. Canadian super team. In relief, we have Antone. 1.5 ERA. I like that. Taylor Rogers. Here he is. There's also Matt Strom. 3.11. So it comes down to Antone or to Romano probably. Romano wants 1 year... 1 year, 3.5. 1 year, 3.5 versus 1 year, 7. Or he'd be the closer. 1 year, 6-ish. Yeah, Antone's better, but he has a deal. He has an offer already from the Reds. I don't know. I don't want to throw crazy money around. Romano might make sense as another Canadian. We get to poach a couple Blue Jays here. So I go 2 years on Romano. Might be our closer. I'm not sure. I'll call him bullpen. He might be our closer. Well, I'm not going to just pacify you. Sorry, buddy. 1 year, 3.3, and we'll see where it goes on Jordan Romano. How about that to add a relief pitcher? Do we need to actually worry about the arm? Left, right. Yeah. Left, right. Hart is a righty. Is Harvey a lefty? Harvey, no, he's a righty as well. And Barnes, also a righty. I almost want to bring in a lefty instead. But are there any lefties in here? Best lefty is Drew Pomeranz. Wow, still kicking. Antone's a righty. Strom's a lefty. So's Minter and Rogers. Minter actually had really good numbers last year. AJ Minter, 2.04 ERA. It might be worth it to bring in the lefty. As fun as the story is to get Jordan Romano, I don't know if we want another righty. We could use a lefty in the pen, aside from just having Caleb Ferguson. Could we not? If every lefty that we need it's always going to be Caleb Ferguson. I like Rogers with the... Oh, that clutch from Rogers and the hits per 9 are great as well. But he's 35, which could regress. Minter way better on the walks per 9. Very different stats here. 75, 77, 76. 97, 81, 45. Minter and Romano. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's go Minter. We'll pay him. 1 year 5.5. 1 year 5.5. We'll sign Romano, and we could just go on and trade a guy like Barnes, maybe. His numbers weren't that great. So we could probably do that. So let's sign a couple, and we'll go from there. We'll sign a couple and go from there. Okay? That's about it. Vladdy, Minter, Harvey, Romano. And Vlad is not a guaranteed. If he doesn't sign, he doesn't sign. But for right now, we're going to go with those offers and see what happens. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Will Vlad Guerrero Jr. be joining the Montreal Expos just like his father over 2 decades prior? Let's start simulating and see. The next few days, Marlins want to offer us Pritchett for CJ Abrams. Not a bad offer for once, but no thank you. A couple days. Any day could be. Blake Snell to the Mets. $20 million per year. No, I don't want to withdraw, though. I want to sign and I want to trade him. We can always make a pitcher a submarine pitcher. And we got to rename some players here. We got to start thinking about renaming some of our prospects. We're going to do that. I'm going to try to remember. But if anybody in here is one of those guys who I've guaranteed a renaming to, we can do that this episode to one of our prospects. Snell signed on. We're still waiting on... So it's just Vlad we're waiting on, actually. Okay, so everyone signed. Hey, look at that. So Minter's on board. Great, welcome. And so is Romano. Minter and Romano both on board. Harvey's on board. Good. Barnes on board. Nice. Okay. You can, Joshua, just not right after, but soon after. So I don't know if I can't trade. Yeah. Before June 15th. Gotcha. So June 15th. So we can always do it later on. It's not a big deal. But he's not really a free... Oh, yeah, I guess we had qualified him, though. I find it odd. June 15th. Okay. Still waiting on Vladdy a few more days. Mets want to offer us Jeremiah Jackson for Ernesto Valdez. Jackson, no thank you. That's another day. And then he signed on Vlad. He's on board. I don't know why there's no graphic for it. But Vlad Guerrero Jr., bienvenue à Montréal, mon ami. Bo Bichette signs back with Toronto. There you go. Vlad Guerrero Jr., it was written in the stars. It was meant to be. Welcome to Montreal. Just like his father so many years ago, there he is. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the newest member and the new face of the Montreal Expos. Welcome to the organization. Wow. Big moment. Huge moment. The episode's called Baby Steps. And here we are with Vlad Guerrero Jr. joining the team. He'll DH for a little bit and we'll go from there. Because I'm very happy to have another Canadian, Josh Naylor. I don't want to force him out. I'm very happy with both these guys. One's going to play first. Future Day 72 Hall of Famer, says Teodoro. Maybe. Yeah, Naylor with the better fielding can play first. We'll go from there. And then Palm comes in with the 20, says W. Vladdy. Palm with the big 20. Thank you, Palm. Big 20 to start things off. Let me add your name, your entries to the list here. Big 20 for Big Vladdy. Palm, that's going to be, we had said, was that 3 entries? I think that's 3 entries for Palm. That's going to bring up to 5 in total. So Christopher, Mila, Narf, and Joe have guaranteed players or guaranteed renaming of players. So Joe, at any time, let me know when you want to do it. We'll go through it. One of our prospects will go through and rename them according to whatever tickles your fancy. Okay? So big moves. Palm, appreciate you. I need those to pay for my notary fees and to pay for this house. So feel free to keep them coming, especially on the PayPal link in the description. The draw would be probably closer whenever our next series starts. So Vancouver, I wouldn't say we're close to wrapping Vancouver just yet, but I'd say within the next couple months. I wouldn't say, I don't want to rush it and then more people donate and then they have to wait till NHL 25, you know? So 40-man rosters must be set here. A guaranteed player is probably like triple digits to guarantee it. I don't want to make it unfair for other people who have given a lot but in small increments. So the 40-man. Who is not on the 40-man? Yeah, we can definitely explore Thomas trade. Just there won't be as many options yet until more players are signed. If I look to trade Thomas now... Lane... he can't even be traded yet. First year of a free agent contract cannot be traded until... He's not a free agent, though. We can't even trade late Thomas... we'll figure it out later. Stop simulating. Yes. Oh, I forgot to set the 40-man rosters. Ooh, yikes. Dylan Cease off to the Pirates. Ooh, ouch. I forgot to set... I don't think we have anybody... I don't think anybody was really not on it. Ooh, like Rod Hart was not on the 40-man roster. Did it do it automatically? Hold on. I might have to go back and redo that. If I take Carter Kieboom off the... Is the 40-man full? Or does it tell me that if the 40-man's full? It doesn't even tell me, eh? So I'll remove Carter Kieboom from the 40-man, for example. Can I add Rod Hart now to the 40-man? Ay. Hopefully no one gets taken. Rod Hart's definitely going to be someone who's out there. But isn't he not eligible? Oh, that's... why am I sweating? He's not even eligible for the draft. Why am I sweating? So it's not a big deal. If our guys get taken, we'll get them back. Yeah, sorry, I messed up that one. Arbitration contract, yeah, he's ineligible. Green we're still waiting on. Fair we're still waiting on. Why did I offer this guy? Whoa, withdraw. I offered him 5 years, 3.5 million. Wait, good thing I caught that. Are you serious? 3 years. I said I didn't want to offer him a contract. So we just leave him. Didn't I? Or did I say I wanted to offer him a 1 year? So Joe would have you have a guaranteed created player in an NHL franchise, but if you want to rename one of our MLB prospects, you're also allowed to do that. 1 year, 780, I guess. He's 26. I don't know. 1 year, 780, I suppose. These two are the guys that we're not signing because they want millions. I don't know. Should I sign both of them? Don wanted too much, though, right? Yeah, he wanted the millions. He wanted like 770. I don't know. You know what? No, withdraw. Forget it. Okay, back to free agency. Let's see who are these guys who are still kicking around. Anyone who might be interesting to us. Some depth guys in our system, whatever. Someone who's... I'm looking at age first. Before I even look at potential, I'm looking at age. Someone in their 20s who can join our system. Who's 40? Whoa, who's 40? Someone who's 40. 42, Chavez. Legend. Dave Robertson. Anyone here? 25. Deep potential, but 25. Throw him in the system. 1 year, 60K. Too bad you can't sort by potential. Everyone has deep potential at this point, eh? What a joke. There. The first two we get is a 29 for Trent Grisham. No. So there's never anyone that interesting in free agency. It's not like NHL, there's young gems who get dropped. We'll pick some up in some trades we do later. Okay, let's just sim to the offseason then, I guess. Let's sim through the offseason at this point. Stop saying no. Athletics want to give us Clark Elliott. No, thank you. Sim to free agency, that. Sim to winter meetings. Ryan Halsey goes to the Dodgers. Sim to Rule 5 draft. Draft lottery. Okay, so we still have some odds here. The odds are still here. This would be a crazy episode. We have the 10th overall pick in this next draft, but could we jump with 1.8% odds up to a top 3 selection? Could the universe come back in our favor after we had that bust at 5th overall? White Sox, Athletics, Mariners with the top 3 odds there. Both the White Sox and Athletics with over 100 losses. Could we find a way here with the 10th overall pick? If the 9th or the 8th win, that would make, or anything like 6 to 10, getting number 1 would make me furious. 6 to 9 there. Here we go. Draft lottery for the 2026 draft. Next episode. Here we go. That's true. There's some records. And it's the Mariners who jumped. Okay, jump 2. Sorry, okay, just jump 2. I thought they were jumping from down at like 7th. Okay, so the Marlins and the Guardians jump up. So the Mariners are going to pick first. The White Sox will pick second. They drop. The Athletics drop 3 spots. That's devastating. Tigers drop 2. Cardinals drop 2. But we stay at 10. We don't drop down at least. Okay? So, yeah, we'll stay with the 10th overall pick. Mariners are going to be picking first. There you go. Rule 5 draft. Red Sox want to give us Roman Anthony. B potential. That's interesting, but Chase. I don't want to trade Chase Petty, though. Rule 5 draft. Tommy Edman going to the Angels. Chris Paddock to the Rangers. All right, Rule 5 draft. Let's see. Any of our guys going? If yes, we'll try to trade back for them. None of these guys were ours, right? Bradford, McDermott, Madison. None of these guys were ours. No. Okay. With the 9th overall pick, does anyone interest us now? If we look starting pitchers for long relief, I think we'll be okay. Relief pitchers, we signed Minter and Romano, so we should be fine. Dwayne Underwood Jr. would be interesting if we needed. Backup catcher to Keibert Ruiz. Could we take one of these guys? We could, eh? This could be what we do. Backup catcher for Keibert Ruiz. Luis Torrens. Joey Meneses was left unprotected. We could bring him back to the Expos here. Austin Meadows. Whoa, how the mighty have fallen. Oh my goodness. Austin Meadows down to 62 overall. Yeah, we could go back up catcher. We could try and sign somebody in free agency right now. I don't think any of these guys are going to make it just yet. So we go for Torrens. He's arbitration eligible. Decent contact. Not the... Well, in the sim, he hasn't had much time. Anybody MLB time the last couple of years? Nobody? Nito back 211 this past year. Okay, let's take Luis Torrens for now. Mackenzie, welcome to the stream. And Severed, welcome to the stream as well. Luis Torrens will be backup catcher, and we'll go from there. Yeah, we have a full roster now. No, you didn't miss the season at all. We're just getting into... oh, you mean from last episode? This is just the off-season now. Okay, so Torrens needs arbitration. Was there anyone else as backup catcher? It would be Higashioka again. So no, I'm content with our guy. Victor Caratini would have cost us $3 million. So no, I'm happy with going after Torrens, and we'll give him his. What does he want? 1 year, 1.2. We can do that. 1 year, 1.2 on Luis Torrens. There we go. Arbitration offer is already given at $896, but I'm happy to give him his closer to $1 million. All right, let's sim to arbitration hearings. Twins want to give us Rosario for Brown. Who's this? Deep potential. You serious? And then again, you forced me to exit and resim again. Will Smith to the Royals. Michael King is still here in free agency. Same for JD Martinez. Did he sign on, this guy? Torrens signed on. Good. 1 year, 1.2. Beautiful. Forrest Lopez will probably give him AAA this next season then. So in free agency, Michael King is still kicking. Good. Definitely a good pitching option for anybody who would sign him. Kevin Kiermaier for the outfield. Yep. Adam Duvall, JD Martinez still not signed. What does he want? He wants $4 million at this point. Kenley Jansen. He would be a good addition. Clayton Kershaw. Some long relief from Clayton Kershaw would be interesting. Whit Merrifield for platoon speed. But no, I think I'm content with our squad. It's a pretty full team as of right now. And even like with all that, our budget is still okay, right? Yeah, we still have a surplus of about $30 million, which is great. Okay? So when you look at players who are signed on beyond the next few years, if I look at 2028, even 2029, the first guy in Bathos. Yeah, CJ Abrams is still here. CJ Abrams is still here. We haven't moved much in the infield, I don't think. So if we look a few years from now, Vlad, Josh, Walker, Keibert, Lane, the 3 guys who are signed on. But Lane Thomas is definitely a trade candidate. Okay, sent to renewable contracts. Michael King goes to the Cardinals in the end. Sent to spring training. No, and here we are. All right, spring training, ladies and gentlemen. Any growth of interest to us over the off season? Let's see. Abrams 79, Garrett 83. Not much happened. I don't think much here. Yeah, first base has been upgraded with Big Vlad coming in at DH. Vavra, Thomas, Garcia, Senzel. Yeah, good budget as well. We're doing okay. So this year, our everyday third baseman to start would be Brady House. We're going to give him spring training. Our everyday third baseman is Brady House with mid-70s for fielding. I'd almost make him shortstop instead, but shortstop CJ can't play third. So we put him second, then Vavra would have to play third, but then he doesn't play third. No, it doesn't work. So Cruz will stay at shortstop. Vavra at second. I'll give him spring training, but Rosario might end up playing second base more often. Or actually, no, Garcia. What am I saying? Garcia plays second. Thomas, Cruz, Garrett here. But then Rodriguez, Wood. I'll make sure the right guys are here in spring training are fighting for it. Bone Burger, that A&W commercial. Yeah, I know. I tried the Guerrero Burger, or whatever it was called, with onion rings on it at A&W. I love A&W. It was a horrible burger. Vlad's going to DH there. So he'll be the number 4 hitter, I suppose. Probably put him in that spot. Naylor can go 5, maybe. Something like this. I'm not too worried. It's just for spring training. Let's just make sure the right players are here. Like in AAA. We definitely want Rod Hart in here. Nah, I wasn't a big fan of it. The 40-man's full. Okay, so the 40-man now has to be cleaned up a little bit. 40-man... Like Blankenhorn, deep potential. Travis Blankenhorn, sorry buddy, like doesn't work out. So Blankenhorn, remove him from the 40-man. Mason Thompson, remove him from the 40-man. And if I go to AAA, Rod Hart, add him to the 40-man. Bring him to MLB. Elijah Green, 40-man, MLB. That'll probably be it. Chase Petty, is he on it? No. Vlad's going to DH. Chase Petty, no, Robert Hassel needs to be up here as well. Yeah, so I got to keep taking players off the 40-man. Mitchell Parker, removed from 40-man. Who else? Cole Henry, I suppose. Or Tim Cate. Neither have really played in the MLB. So I guess Tim Cate, remove him from the 40-man. Too many starting pitchers. We don't need this many starting pitchers up here in spring training. Nah, there's no chance these guys are making it, so let me remove... Actually, I don't need to remove you from the 40-man. I just need to send you down to AAA. AAA. Hassel's going to come up. Petty won't come up yet because he's not going to get any time. He'll come up. Okay, now in the MLB... We don't even need this many bats, probably. I don't know. I don't know what happened with him. Nunez is going to go down. There's no room for you right now, Nunez. Go down to AAA. Cavalli's trade bait, for sure. Barnes is trade bait as soon as July comes. Unless we designate for assignment, but then it costs us, right? Player immediately removed from the 4-man roster. Trade them, place them out, or release them. Because then if we release... Barnes is going to cost us $1.5 million. I don't want to pay money. I'd rather just bury him in AAA or something and then trade him later on. Okay? So I guess we'll roll like that. I know it's not 40 players, but we don't need to have a million guys in here. There will be no playing time to spread out. Okay? Pitching rotation, Bueller, Gray, Gore, Soroka, Abel. Rutledge, Waldron there. Hart and setup. Yeah, even it's way too many pitchers. Way too many pitchers. We don't need these guys. Like Cole Henry I can send down as well. At least one more. Cole Henry. AAA. Yes. Okay, so let's get through spring training, ladies and gentlemen. We'll keep the lineups as they are for now. We can even do contract extensions. Should we do some of those now? Gray is going to be arbitration eligible, so I would go 1 year on Gray, call him rotation. We could do Gray, a few of them right now. Yeah, it's definitely enough. So Gray, I'll give you 1 year, 4.3. What do you say? Great. Let's go with James Hubbard to Joe Mighty. Perfect. Is James Hubbard Was he real or not? I don't think he was, right? We drafted him, correct? Yes, we did. James Hubbard, and that's not a bad prospect either. 1960 overall, B potential. James Hubbard will now be Joe Mighty. There we go. Joe. Yes. Mighty. No. Yeah, Fernando Gonzalez is still here. His last name audio will still be Hubbard, I suppose. But that's fine. We'll still call him Joe. His last name audio is Joe Hubbard, but Joe Mighty's his name. There you go, Joe. Well done. Thank you for everything that you've done for the channel. It's a little bit of a repayment, the least that I could do. Joe Mighty, there he is. Cool. Okay, spring training. Let's see. We're great in first base and the outfield and all that. And here comes Doggy. There you go. Hello, I would like my created player, please. Well, you can have a Doggy. I think you've definitely earned a naming. Your created player. There's no created players right now. That'll be for the NHL series. But if you'd like a renamed player right now, I can give you that too, Doggy. And while I'm at it, I'll give you another 2 entries for the $10 dono. Thank you very kindly. No problem. No problem, Severed. There's really no rush at all. Joe Mighty, future ace. So yeah, let's sit him through the start of spring training, and we'll change our lineup a little bit into it. Oh no, I didn't want to enter the game. I'm sorry. I'm gonna exit right away. No, you get an NHL player and an MLB name. So the player cannot be created. The player already exists. You're renaming a generated prospect, essentially. Let's go ahead and swing. Why not? Let's just play it. Vavra, give me a swing, buddy. Bottom of the 9th. Let's go, Vavra. Swing! Get down. And no, it's caught. Great. Okay,
out number 2.
One batting, why not? Let's go for it. Let's go for one more. James Wood, let's go. Oh, 100 mile per hour four seam. Oh, there you go, Joe. Good timing, I just couldn't get it. I like that it shows the power and all that, the vision, top left and bottom left. Yeah, oh, home run, James Wood! Woohoo! Just spring training, so it doesn't matter. But there you go, James Wood. Walk-off. Oh, it was a walk-off. I got a trophy. Walk-off home run, James Wood. There you go.
Walk-off win in the bottom of the 9th.
Exactly, Doggy. That's what it is. And look at Vlad. James Wood, the rookie, shaking hands with Grady, the third base coach. Love it. Doesn't that warm your heart?
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well,
yeah, we have a lot of starting pitchers.
A childhood moment right there.
All right, that was fun.
Nice swing of the bat.
At least we got that.
For the team.
Expos win 8-7. James Wood, player of the game. Rod Hart got the win. Look at that. Rod Hart. Wood 1 for 1 with a home run. Guess he came in as a pinch hitter then. Keibert 2 for 4. Rosario 1 for 2. Are we halfway through the pre? No, not yet. Diamond Dynasty. We're through. Okay, let's stop after this. Okay, let's stop now. We are what? What's our record? What did I see there? Sorry. We are 7-6. I wouldn't want to say that, Doggy, because every time we call his name, that can raise words like that can raise things for the filters, for monetization, stuff like that. So I wouldn't want to say that word as his last name all the time. But you can try to find something in that range if you'd like, but I wouldn't want to use that last name. Sorry, so lineup. 132 batting, Stone Garrett right now. Doggy? Ah. Let's go different. Doggy something or something doggy. Doggy dude, says Hobbsy. Oh, Dylan Cruz batting 184, but Josh Naylor 394. 140. Lane Thomas is finished. Lane Thomas is finished, batting 147. Okay, let's get the young guys in here. So Garcia even batting 176. Okay, Vavra's coming in for a little bit. Thomas is out. Woods is coming in with his home run that he just hit. Brady's going to stay, yes. Cruz is going to stay, yes. Garrett's going to come out for Emmanuel Rodriguez. There you go. And Vlad, we know Vlad. Let's get him off the DH for a little bit. We know who he is. And we'll bring in... I suppose we'll bring in Hassel. Yeah, he needs to get playing time. Hassel's going to come in as DH, unless there's a really bad fielder. Shorts. No, that's okay. So Hassel will DH now. Now we can move down. Naylor's a monster. Let's move him down. Keybert's great. Let's move him down. Let's get these young guys. Let's give them a lot of at-bats. This is the young core right here in the lineup. Let's give them a ton of at-bats against righties. Against lefties, I'll keep the lineup as it's been, probably. No, who hasn't... Emmanuel Rodriguez didn't get in here? No, who's not in this lineup? Thomas Garcia, Senzel, Torrens, Rosario. No, it's a fine lineup. That's okay. We'll just keep it like that for righties and lefties. Okay, let's keep going. Let's check the rotation. Ooh, bad start from Mackenzie Gore. Soroka so-so as well. Abel, ouch. Let's give a start in the rotation to... let's give a start in the rotation to Jackson Rutledge. Sorry. Let's take out Bueller, because we know... Bueller's looked great. He's his guy. He's who he is, I mean, I should say. Okay. Sorry. So we said someone's becoming Joe Ryan Jr., you said? Joe Ryan Jr. Who do you want to go for? I don't want to rename anyone who was our first pick. Like, I want to keep Francisco Rodriguez. But pretty much anybody else could go who was drafted. Yeah, we'll want some defense in the field for sure. So I'd recommend... Elo is a cool name. Jorge Santos I'd probably recommend. 18 years old, B potential. I'd probably recommend him. What do you say, doggy? From the Dominican Republic, Joe Ryan Jr. Or you can go for a relief pitcher. Or you can wait for another day. But I want to start delivering on my promises. One to Joe, one to you. Will he become something? Well, I can't see the future. Actually, I can kind of see the future if I look in the depth chart. By 2030, he'd be in our rotation. 89 potential. So yeah, he's slated to become something. Yeah, smart Joe. So let's just say otherwise, I'll start doing this, doggy. Oops. Valdez, yeah, he was a first rounder. Joe. Valdez, like the... Sorry, hold on. Yes. Valdez. Ernesto Valdez. I thought it was a cool name, though. Ernesto. I was thinking about keeping Ernesto. Plus, he's 22. Santos being 18 gives you some more time. If you really want Ernesto, I'll go Ernesto, but I thought it was a cool name to keep. He's 4 years younger. He'll be with the organization longer. Okay, Santos it is then. Oh, no problem. Joe, yes. Ryan Jr. There you go. No, we can keep it Santos there. All right. Joe Ryan Jr. Welcome to the organization. There he is. Okay. Let's keep on going through spring training. Last game of spring training now. We were 16-13. We looked pretty good out there. Did what's his name get a start? Wasn't this a start from what's his name? No, Abel started this one. Okay. Oh, and Submarine. Yes. Thank you. Joe. Oops. Edit player. A physical P. No. Attributes. Pitching. Pitch type. No. Pitching. No. No. Motions and sounds. Animations. Pitching style. There we go. Pitching style. Select current players. Who? What's his name again? Went from 0 Joes to 2 in one stream. Yeah, that's true. There you go, Joe. Who's the? Is it Rogers? Who's a submarine pitcher? Yeah, Doggy's 6'5". Is it Trevor? No. Tyler? Yeah, Tyler Rogers. There you go. Tyler Rogers style. There you go. Done. Whew. All right. Last game of spring training, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Let's go in and watch this one. Mick Abel on the mound. Let's quick manage this one. Give the last few at-bats to some of our young stars. Mick Abel will get another start. Actually, Jackson Rutledge is looking incredible. But yeah, Mick Abel will get another start. Naylor's doing well, but he's tired, so he's coming out for... Let's put in... what's his name? Garrett can go first. Naylor's going to come out. There you go. Perfect, Doggy. Everyone's happy. Everybody's happy. Wow, back in the good old 90s, huh? All right, so in the outfield, let's put Emmanuel Rodriguez out there. Wood's going to get more at-bats. He's going to come in for Thomas. Or, no, yeah, for Thomas. Ruiz can come out for Torrens. Vavra's looked good, eh? Let's keep Vavra in. CJ's been cold. How many at-bats is Vavra? 52? Yeah, he's going to come in for CJ. Vladdy's going to come out. We don't need to have him. We already know. Let's put Hassel. Hassel the third. Okay, that's fine by me. All right, let's play ball, ladies and gentlemen. Final game of spring training as we're getting close to wrapping up the episode here. Walk, leadoff walk from Stone Garrett. Rodriguez lines out. Garcia fielder's choice. Hassel strikes out. Walk, fly out, walk, RBI single, hit by pitch, 2-run single, fielder's choice, single. Mick Abel, not looking good for Mick Abel if he wants to start the season in the MLB. I can't say I'm leaning towards starting him at this point. Walk, strikeout, finally. Oh my goodness, 4 runs on 3 hits given up. Sheesh. Strikeout. Strikeout, walk, single, strikeout, RBI single, walk, strikeout. Again, loaded bases loaded, strikeout. Strikeout, error gets Garrett to first, strikeout, ground out. All right. Abel already ready to get pulled at this point. Strikeout, strikeout, strikeout. All right, he's angry. Yeah. Hassel will single. Very good. The walks and hit by pitches. Yeah. Vavra, error gets him to first. All right, runners on first and second for Dylan Cruz. Okay, bases clearing double for Dylan Cruz. Nick Senzel strikes out. Torrens will strike out. Woods will strike out. All right. Abel has 1 more inning in him. Nimmo will walk. Alvarez pops up. Lindor, 2-run home run. Mauricio strikes out. Solo home run. You're not coming out yet, Abel. Triple. You're not coming out yet. Ground out. Garrett will walk. Rodriguez will walk. Good. Garcia pops up. Hassel will walk to load the bases for Vavra. Pitching change. Sack fly brings 1 in. Cruz with an RBI single. Senzel with an RBI single. Torrens strikes out. All right, we're only down by 3, actually. Let's bring in Joe Barlow. Good old Joe. Great numbers so far in spring training. Pop-up, strikeout, pop-up. Love it. Woods will single. Garrett strikes out. Rodriguez strikes out. Garcia flies out. All right, Barlow had a clean inning. Let's bring in Rod Hart. Rod Hart, single, error, 3-run home run. Maybe he's not ready. Maybe he stays in AAA. That's okay. Strikeout, fly out, fly out. All right, Hassel. Double. Vavra strikeout. Cruz RBI double. He's 3 for 4 on the day. Senzel strikes out. Torrens will walk. Woods strikes out. I'm going to give him another inning, actually, to Hart. Fly out. Strikeout. Fly out. Okay. Pitching change, defensive substitution. Garrett flies out. Rodriguez will single into Beijing. Fielder's choice, ground out. Bottom of the 8th now. Let's bring in Waldron. Let's bring in the Mr. Knuckleball. Let's get him in here. Matt Waldron. Let's see a little bit more from him. Fly out. Ground out. 2 errors by Vavra? No, he didn't error. He didn't commit the errors. It's that errors got him on base. Walk. Ground out. All right, 9th inning now. Comes down to this. Let's get some pinch hitters in here. Let's bring in Brady House. Brady House flies out. Dylan Cruz, he's hot. Let's give him another one. Grounds out. And Senzel. Yeah, we'll bring in Green for him. Elijah Green pops up. All right, game ends 11-6. And there you have it. Okay, so there's spring training. Let's check it out. So CJ Abrams was cold. He bat 195 in spring training, which wasn't great. James Wood bat 210. We'll see on James Wood. I want to get him up this year. Emmanuel Rodriguez 219. Maybe it's time to trade some of these outfielders. Robert Hassel III looks good. He'll probably stick. Brady House will stick. Cruz will stick. Vavra was impressive. Kiebert looked good. Naylor looked great. Thomas, not impressed. Guerrero Jr., of course. Garcia, so-so. Senzel, so-so, but that's typically what he does. Torrens. Rosario, 289 was great. Garrett, 203 was not impressive. And Green, 250. Again, so-so. Pitching. Rutledge did really good in the end. Rutledge looked great. Numbers came back down to earth, but Soroka and Abel both struggled. So maybe Abel starts the year in AAA. He came up a bit last year. Maybe Abel starts in AAA, though. No need to force it. We're still a bad team. Barlow looked good. Harvey looked good. The relief pitching looked great. Rod Hart's not ready. He's going to AAA. That's about it. Okay, so let's make sure everything's still set to manual, right? Let's make sure the game isn't doing anything. Yeah, manual. Okay, so let's start sending players down at this point, okay? We'll take care of who goes where after, okay? Thad Ward, AAA. Matt Waldron can probably stick. Abel, let's start him in AAA and see what happens, okay? Aside from that, Bueller, Gray, Gore, Soroka, Rutledge, who looked incredible in spring training, got himself a spot in the rotation to start the year. Waldron in long relief. Cavalli is going to get traded. Rotation for leagues below MLB for your teams. Oh yeah, we can do the lineups for the AAA and AA as well. Cavalli, I'll keep him in. I'll probably send him down for the. We'll come back to him, but he's gonna get traded probably. Ferguson, let's see, Barlow. Kirkering is gonna go down to AAA. Yes. Bubba Chandler, AAA. Okay, it brings it down to 32 now. Matt Barnes likely getting traded. Rod Hart down to AAA. Thanks for your time. Catchers, 2, that's good. That's good. That's good. Brady House, that's good. That's good. Now this is where someone's got to go. Manuel Rodriguez maybe to AAA. Bat 219. So if Manuel Rodriguez goes to AAA, then here Lane Thomas can get traded soon enough. James Wood will stick for now. We still have to send down 4 more players. Not going to be easy to send down 4 more players. Thomas, Cavalli, Barnes, that's 3 to be traded. Thomas, Cavalli, and Barnes are 3 traded players. But who else gets traded? Good. Good, Joe. Love it. Tough call. So if we go for a trade right now, if you want to get that done. So if I say Matt Barnes, we can't trade him. Okay. So these guys we can't trade till June 15th are getting buried in the system then. Okay. Where am I going? Matt Barnes to AAA. Bye-bye. Cade Cavalli, we can trade Cade Cavalli now, but let's not waste it right now. Let's use his value in a deal later on. So AAA again for him. Lane Thomas, is he just a lock to be traded now? Batting 233? I think he's a lock to be traded. He's been a good trooper with the Expos and with the Nationals since 2021, but the numbers have not looked good at all. Nothing really much in free agency now. Plus, we're already fighting to find open spots, so I don't think it makes sense to sign anybody. So Lane Thomas, our best player on our team at one point overall wise. We love Lane Thomas, but to pay him $6 million and give him a roster spot batting .230, I don't know. He's 30 years old now. Doesn't really fit our timeline. Guerrero and Naylor being in their late 20s is already probably the max. Being 30 years old is pushing it for Buehler even a bit. But Buehler's not going to be a long-term guy. Long-term guy. I don't know. Age is probably not just the reason. But Thomas is going to get traded, I think, at this point. Which means let's put him in AAA for now. Right? No problem, Severed. No problem at all. So if we say we're locked into trading Lane Thomas... No, we have the outfield. It's our young guys. Our outfield is Cruz, Green, Garrett, Wood. That's our outfield. So who else from the MLB roster? One more has to go down. Probably a bat, no? Yeah, probably a bat. Yeah, it has to be a bat. Well, actually, hold on. Guerrero, let's see, just Guerrero fills a spot here for a second. No, 30's not old. It's just our team timeline. Yeah, because the pitching rotation is fine. If let's say we're starting. So who's our closer? I'd say Ferguson had the best numbers in spring training and last season, but Loaiziga was incredible too. So he'll be our setup man. Ferguson's our closer. Barlow, Minter, and Romano in mid relief, with Rutledge in the rotation. Waldron and Harvey. Harvey's not really long relief, though. Harvey is also mid-relief, but then he won't pitch as much. If I have 4 mid-relief, will he get innings? That's what I'm worried about. It's a good number of arms. If one of these mids were a long, that would be good. And these guys have much stamina, though. Barlow, 27 stamina. I don't know, maybe Barlow goes long relief? 27 stamina? Maybe. Let's start like that and see where it goes. Okay? So yeah, but definitely a bat has to get sent down. Definitely a bat. Brady House, I want him to stay everyday third baseman. Yeah, we'll see exactly, Joe. Hassel's he's 24 now. Hassel has to stay or get traded. Unless we trade Hassel and Cavalli in a deal right now. I don't know, Hassel is 70 overall, 24 years old. It's not like life's over for him. But at 24, I don't know. He bat 267. I don't want to trade him. Maybe Senzel. Time for Senzel to go, maybe. We have infield with Rosario. So basically, do I want to keep Senzel or Rosario? Senzel's a free agent after this year. He bat 239, 237. That's what he does. Yeah, you know what? This is what we're doing. Senzel is going to get traded now. And that'll be the last spot we need freed up. And we'll take back a prospect. Okay? Nick Senzel, we love you. It was a good idea to try and restore your career. You've done good things here. You've had 2 full seasons, especially in 2024. But I don't think we're going to be able to make as much room for you going forward. So if we could get... We were full everywhere, eh? Probably a left field prospect. Left field prospect would be okay with me. Anyone, like, let's say... For example, can we get a guy like this? No. We get 19B. Can't get an A. Can we get Steven Del VR? No, it wouldn't make sense to get A. Any B-rated outfielder. Let's look in player search. I want a left fielder. For players involved in a trade, would be best to move and get some trade before these starts. Now, a few days in, right? Someone good defensively, right? There'll be a prospect, but getting someone good defensively would go a long way. So they're a left fielder. Minimum age, max age. Let's say max age 21. I really want someone younger who's going to take a few years to develop. I don't want someone right now who's going to be pushing already. We don't have space. 18 to 21. Max overall. Overall max right now. I don't know, but let's just put 70 on it so that 90s don't come up. Let's just put a 70 on it to stay. Minimum overall 50. I don't want anyone in the 30s and 40s. So right now, that already gives us a lot of options. Not that many, but a good number of options. Okay. Now, last thing I want to look at is outfielding. Or fielding, sorry. Fielding, let's say minimum. Of course, it's going to be low because they're still prospects. But if I say 50, okay. 55. What else can we look at? And arm accuracy, maybe? 55. Arm accuracy. Also 55. Leaves 3 guys. Okay? Churio. C potential, but 68. I don't know if I want 68, though. It's Jake Cameron. Okay, how about this? Let's bring it down to 45. And let's also... Player potential. Can we change player potential? Yeah. Player potential is at least... I want B. I want only B. So 80 to 89. Nobody. 40. Okay, get 2 guys here. Jonas Roosh and Vinny Alessio. Jonas Roosh looks in. He's Canadian. Good contact. B60. The fielding has to be worked on. This could be the guy, though. Jonas Roosh. Excuse me. It's tough to get much more picky than that when we're looking at prospects, right? If we're looking for a player right now, we'd look at it. But if I want to look at James Roosh, Nick Senzel, they want a little bit more. Nick Senzel and Cade Cavalli. Is this where Cade Cavalli comes in? Could be. Yeah, so now we can get value back even. So Cade Cavalli, what do I want back? Can I give you Mason Thompson? I'll give you Mason Thompson. Can I take back a relief pitcher? Let's say like 19 C. Ooh, like a 19-year-old C-rated guy. Good. DeAndre Bryant. Can I take another? I can take 2. This guy's deep potential, though. Any closers? No. Anyone else? Anything else that we need in our system here? Another outfielder, maybe? Del Villar's not going to happen. C potential guy, maybe? A little C58. Yeah, a little C58. Wow, this guy's really fast as well. Brett Williamson. Okay, Nick Senzel, Cade Cavalli, and Mason Thompson to the Detroit Tigers for Jonas Roosh, DeAndre Bryant, and Brett Williamson. And we get to free up a little bit of money there as well. Thank you, Detroit, and thank you, Nick, Cade, and Mason for your service here with Washington and with Montreal. We'll get that. Oh, wait. I thought they went through. They don't want to do that. Sorry. So take out Brett Williamson. Sorry. And make it... Okay, we'll take another relief pitcher then. We'll take Danny Huber. Huber. I know it's deep potential, but he's young, and he has high velocity, hits per 9. Already we're getting a good deal. So, sorry. Nick, Cade, Mason for Roosh, Bryant, and Huber from Texas, a lefty. All right. Thank you very much, Detroit. There we have it. All righty. So that frees up a spot in the MLB. That brings us, so MLB, we have to, these guys. Huber's going to go down, obviously. And Bryant's going to go down as well. All right, it brings us down to 26. That's what we want to see. Very good. In AAA, sending some of these guys down to AA. So hold on. So catchers, Forrest Lopez is going to AAA. He'll be backed up by Cal Ricketts, I suppose. Romano can be in AA. And Diaz will go to single A because Hoffman's going to play in AA. Okay, there you go. First baseman, Yepes there. Who's this guy? Leandro Francisco, 31 overall. Where did he come from? Did we draft him? 31 overall? What? I guess, yeah, he's 18. We must have drafted him. Baker, Schobel, Blankenhorn. That's okay, keep 2 in each. McNeil in single A. That's fine as well. Lipscomb's going to go to AAA. Carter Kieboom's likely a trade candidate at this point. We'll put him in Double-A for now. Yeah, Donovan Castillo, you gotta take some time. Long time. Brown and a bunch of Double-A's. That's okay. Roosh in Triple-A, yes. White, yes. Dunn in double. Pickney, okay, double. Vasquez might go to Single-A, actually. Cruz, green. Rodriguez in triple, yes. Hassel in MLB for now, yes. Triple for Thomas, double for Lyle, double for Harris as well. Sorry, double. Okay. Yeah, we don't want to go too crazy on the guys under 50 overall. Okay. AAA still has too many players. That's the pitchers. That's why. Sorry. Pitchers. So, 1, 2, so in AAA, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cole Henry in long relief, let's say. Then down to Double-A. Double-A. Rodriguez can be the ace in Double-A, or at least just pitching in Double-A. All right, now we have a ton in Double-A. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Valdez can stay as well. Then we go down to Single-A. Yeah? Joe Mighty and Joe Ryan Jr. are both. I don't want them being in. I'd rather them be starters in Single-A than long relief in Double-A. So I have them start in Single-A for now. We'll go from there. Relief, DeAndre there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that works, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we'll put him in Double-A. Rod Hart there. Barnes, put him in Double-A for now. Put him in Single-A. Why not? He's getting traded. Okay, so there's the organization, ladies and gentlemen. There's the organization. We're 6th ranked. What? Because we're 5th in contact and 5th in pitching. But power, defense, and speed is so down there. So looking forward to seeing what we could do this season. All right, spring training has come to an end. Very good. Sim to the start of the regular season. Here we go. Hopefully the computer didn't do anything crazy. The computer didn't do anything, did it? No. Good, thank goodness. Okay, so we have all 26 on 26. Beautiful. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to get started for year number 3 here in Montreal. It's starting off on the... No, we're at home. Yes, we're at home at Stade Olympique, the first time that we've had the first game of the season in Montreal, hosting the Cincinnati Reds. Now we're ranked 22. That makes more sense. Why were we ranked 6th? We're ranked 22 now. That makes a lot more sense. Our lineup to start the year will be something. Let's start playing around with this. Yeah, remind me when I'm done the lineup, Jack. I'll do that for you. So Vlad's going to DH. First base is Naylor. There you go. Ruby Kiebert. Is he a base stealer? Not really. At least in the game, I mean. Wood in the outfield. House in the outfield. House at third base. Vlad's... No, it'll be better if the power's coming at 4, I think. 3 or 4, but I'm going to put up Vladdy at 4. Leadoff will be Abrams because of his 79 contact. Yeah. 6-string Grapefruit, gotcha. Kiebert can go there. Naylor's going to move up for sure. Vavra's going to stay as... No, Garcia will stay. Vavra can be in... No, maybe Vavra can stand against right? I don't know. Vavra's going to platoon for now, probably. Okay. Garcia's going to come in, but he's got to impress me because he has not looked great. Brady House is going to go there. Garcia there. Cruz. Hassel's going to move down for Cruz probably. Now, you know what? Nah, I guess that works. And against lefties, I'd probably go Abrams, Cruz, Naylor, Vad. Abrams, Cruz, Naylor, Vlad. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a better idea. Thank you, Hoppy. Appreciate that. I'm not the best at lineups. So, outfield, and then, so it's a young outfield. Cruz, Wood, and Hassel the third. They're going to have to learn out there. 3 young outfielders. Okay. Backup catcher, platoon guys here. Garrett's going to platoon a little bit. He'll be in, maybe he should stay against lefties with his better power. 75-72 against lefties, maybe. And Elijah Green, I want him to get some playing time somewhere in there. So we'll rotate the outfielders. Those young outfielders get rotated. Okay. Who's here? Well, let's just put players in. Mix and match. DHing. First base will be... It could be Garrett, and then Naylor goes in the outfield. because Garrett's got to play somewhere. We'll play Garrett against lefties. And that'll be when, I suppose, Hassel can come off against lefties. Wood, Ruiz, Vavra, House, Hassel. Wood, Ruiz, Vavra, House, Hassel. So Garcia, House, Hassel, because Garcia is replacing Vavra for the moment. Okay, perfect. Thank you. For lefties, Wood there, House third base, yes. Better against lefties, which is good. Let me know your suggestions for this one, Hobbsy. So who's better in the outfield of these young guys against lefties? 51-47, 53-47. Yeah, so probably we have the right guys already. 54-51, 71-60. Yeah, so Garrett can play first. He'll go... Should he lead off? No, Garcia can lead off. 78 contact. Yeah, Garcia will lead off. Then we'll go Cruz, Naylor, Guerrero. Same thing. Cruz, Naylor, Guerrero. Then Abrams is probably going to go more towards the bottom of the line. Probably Keibert here. Yeah, at the 5. Garrett can go 6. Then Woods. Yeah, I think we'll go like this, actually. I think we'll do this for lefties. So righties and lefties. Always Torrens, Vavra, Rosario platooning. And we'll go from there. Okay. Rotation will be Buehler, Gray, Gore, Soroka, Rutledge to start the season. Waldron and Barlow in long relief. Minter, Romano, Harvey in mid-relief. Lysiga in setup. And Ferguson as the closer to start. And we'll go from there. Many things will change. By the end of the year, I'm sure much in our rotation and our lineups will be different. All right. So it still leaves us with 23.24 in our surplus. Good to see. Ownership will be happy with us, especially here in Montreal. Taxes are so high. Both times was good, thank you. Walker Buehler against Hunter Green started off. We'll do Game 1, then we'll call it an episode, ladies and gentlemen. Quick managing Game 1 of Year 3 here at Olympic Stadium. Stade Olympique Montreal. Bienvenue, Vlad Guerrero Jr. making his Expos debut in front of the home fans. How about that, huh? At Olympic Stadium, let's do it. Walker Buehler on the mound. CJ Abrams leading off. Let's play ball. Will Benson is going to be getting the first pitch of the season. Walker Buehler, the delivery. Fly out. Vierling singles. Friedel, 3-2 righties and lefties. Sorry, Joe, I'd like to see 3-2 righties and lefties in the rotation. Oh, like 3 righties, 2 lefties. Yes. In a perfect world, that's probably what we have. But we have to wait for a lot of our younger guys to grow. So, double play. Hey, there you go. All right, lead off. Let's enter the game for this one. This is the first time in franchise history since 2000, the early 2000s, that our season opener is also our home opener. So CJ Abrams, the last time not the last time, but 2 years ago, he opened the season with a home run to say welcome back to Montreal. That was 2 years ago now. He's now in his 3rd season. Crazy to think. This is our 3rd season back in Montreal. CJ Abrams, he's going to be at the plate. 4-seam up high. Acquired from San Diego in 2022. CJ Abrams leading off in 2026 now. Circle change. 1-1 for CJ. Fouls that one back. Hunter Green's got that speed. That velocity, I should say. Ooh, bad swing and a miss for C.J. Abrams on that one. Bit ugly. All right, Hunter Green gets him going there. Why can't I go? I gotta go back to the pitch. All right, the pitch has already begun. All right, 4-seam inside. In the strike zone, I should say. Okay, team select, Expos. Quick manage. All right. Swing, strikeout. Naylor, fly out. All right. Let's keep going. Caldelario grounds out. India strikes out. Mayo walks for Williams, who pops up. Here we go. We've been waiting for this one. Vlad Guerrero Jr. Welcome to Montreal. Look at him in that uniform. Vlad Guerrero Jr. Bat 288 last season. I don't think we can see it severed. I don't think that's possible, unfortunately. Because if you... if we go here so we're not controlling it, and we look at audio video, I don't think that's an option for us. No, I don't think you can do that, unfortunately. Presentation? Hybrid pitch select? No. No. I don't think you can, unless I'm missing something. Alright.
And a pitch.
The first pitch he sees is a four-seam up high. Takes it. 2021 Hank Aaron Award winner Vlad Guerrero Jr. in Montreal. The fans are chanting his name. He gets some contact on it. Goes to the warning track, but that'll be caught in the outfield. Not bad. Getting the fans on their feet. Second pitch he sees, putting it all the way to the warning track.
James Wood digs in.
No, it's not that the home run wasn't from that angle. It's that when they hit a home run, it changes to that angle. But at this moment, it stays at looking like this. If he hits a home run, it'll change that angle. Fouled. There we go. Right. Strikeout. Single. Strikeout. All right, here we go. Top of the third. Farmer grounds out. Anchia flies out. Benson grounds out. Bottom of the third. Brady House's MLB debut, correct? Yes, MLB debut for Brady House. He strikes out. MLB debut for Robert Hassel III. He singles for CJ to fly out. Cruz to ground out. Vierling will single. Friedel grounds out. Candelario grounds out. India 2-run home run. It's 2-0 Reds. Mayo grounds out. Bottom of the fourth now. Josh Naylor lines out, making his first opening day start here with the Expos. Vladdy flies out. Wood grounds out. Top of the fifth for Williams, who flies out. Farmer will single for Anchia, who grounds out. And Benson, RBI single. Vierling grounds out. Bottom of the fifth now for Kiebert, who singles. 2 for 2 on the day. Garcia lines out. House strikes out. Hassel III strikes out. Top of the sixth for Friedel, who will single. Candelario pops up. India double play. CJ Abrams now bottom of the sixth strikes out. Cruz flies out. Naylor flies out. Top of the seventh. Buehler's got one more in him. Ground out. Single. Caught stealing. Fly out. All right, bottom of the seventh. Vladdy strikes out. Wood grounds out. Ruiz strikes out. Ugly. All right, we'll give him 7 innings. We'll pull him from here. Let's go. Welcome to Jordan Romano making his Expos debut here in Canada. Ground out. Single. Runners on first and second for Friedel, who will walk to load the bases for Candelario, who strikes out. India, who already had a home run today. Oh, bases clearing double. Bye-bye, Romano. Siga's coming in now. Fly out. All right, bottom of the eighth. Garcia flies out. House grounds out. Oh my god, only 3 hits tonight. Error gets him on first. Robert Hassel III. Try to steal second. Why not, buddy? Stolen base. There you go. Abrams, there you go. Double brings him in. Cruz, pitching change. Single brings him in. Naylor flies out. Too little, too late, unfortunately, here. Let's bring in Ferguson to finish it off. Fly out. Ground out. Ground out. All right. Vladdy Jr. with Wood on deck and Ruiz up next to turn tide here. We're down by 4. Bottom of the ninth. It starts with Vlad. Hey, why doesn't it ever let me select teams? The pitch isn't even on its way. I have to swing. All right, Vlad, you're swinging. We're down by 4. Oh! It was for the narrative. We had to. We had to for the narrative. Vlad Guerrero Jr. Plaqueta, home run in his first game in Montreal. Vlad Guerrero Sr. in attendance. I know I didn't mean to. It won't change the game. It'll be okay. And my hitting difficulty is on dynamic, I believe. And it's at veteran, if I'm not mistaken. So, not like I'm at rookie here. First pitch home run from Vlad Guerrero Jr. Welcome to Montreal. Bing. Look at that. No, I won't play it. I don't want to impact the results too much. 438-foot home run.
Alexis Diaz. Gets the
Alexis Diaz coming in now. Can I still not quick manage? Yeah, I really gotta start playing down. I gotta play that next game against Pat one of these days.
chance at his
Okay, I'll
first
just watch
save
it
of
at
the
this
year.
point. Okay.
Here's the left fielder, James Wood.
Down
Goes
by
for
3.
to ground out
Solo
to
home
strikeout.
run to get us back in it.
And there's a ball.
Slider
Always
down low.
exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The Reds trying to close out a
Need
3-run
some water
lead
there.
here on opening day. Just off the
Two
outside
seam just outside.
edge, and the count is 2-0.
Leave a like if you haven't already for some good luck here on opening day.
And
See a
another
four
ball.
seam
So
outside again.
definitely a little wild right out of the
Ruiz
gate.
on deck.
Be a little
2
tough
singles
from the
today.
bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead
James
in the
Wood
count
0 for
quickly.
3 on the
He has
day
it.
is
We'll see
MLB
how this
debut.
at-bat turns out.
Yeah,
Takes
there's
that
ball
4-seam for a walk. A 4-pitch walk. Well taken by James Wood as Diaz looks shaky early. Yeah? Ruiz is 2 for 3 on the day with 2 singles. This would be big right here as he represents the run that would bring us within 1.
Diaz.
Force him upstairs. That's 5 consecutive balls thrown by Diaz.
Four-seamer, and he works in a two-seamer.
There's Wood. Is he going to try to steal there? I don't know. Delivery. Swung on. It was finally in the strike zone, so good thing he swung on it. 1-1 as he fouls it back. Delivery. Swing and a miss for the slider inside there. 1-2 now.
Here at the last half of inning number 9.
Delivery. Swung on again. That was outside for a ball, but he swung on it. Fouled it back. Fouled it away, I should say. He's fighting. Ruiz is fighting. Another same spot again. He's scared of that outside. And Diaz has been targeting a lot. That little outside of the strike zone there, right there.
1-2.
I would, yeah, that would be fun, Hobbsy. Swing into play. Ah, but it's gonna be a double play. No. Keeper right to the first baseman who throws it to second. Was at the 3-6-3 double play. Right to the first baseman, throws it to second, then back to first. Oh no.
Really good job all the way around.
Keeper, you let us down. All right, it comes down to Luis Garcia. We're down by 3 and down to our last out. Fouled there, fouled back, 0-1. We won our season opener in the last 2 years, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But we seem to have bad luck with the home opener.
Diaz is just one strike away.
Another slider inside, this time up high, though.
2 down, nobody on.
Down to our last strike.
One of this 4-game series.
I wonder what our projection is at the bottom. Maybe give us an Expos projection. Delivery, swung on, it's gonna be fair, but just go foul and caught in the outfield, just foul. And that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Vladdy home run was great, but we'll lose this one by a score of 6-3. That meltdown a little bit in the from Walker Buehler in the what the the 8th inning meltdown from who was it? Who did we bring in? Who was it again?
For the home team, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They led 7 runners on base.
8th inning.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 13 minutes.
Romano, yeah. Romano, he fell apart. Buehler did okay, 7 hits in 7 innings, but Green struck out 10 over 7 2/3. Yeah, Romano was not great. All right, so there's the season opener, ladies and gentlemen. The year number 3 season in its entirety will be simulated through next episode, April the 30th, next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. Yes, calendar, here you go, Jack. Calendar, March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Okay? And keep in mind, June 15th, when we're trading all those players, Thomas and whoever else, 3 errors didn't help either. Yeah, that's right. So our team ranks up to 22. That's good. But next episode, we'll keep doing our scouting. We'll have the 10th overall pick in the draft, which will be exciting. And I believe that's about it for now. free agency. Kiermaier's still out here. Jensen's still out here. Martinez, Duval, Clayton Kershaw. Who knows who we might want to go for some depth out there? I don't know where we might need depth. A lot of young guys in the outfield, so it's going to be a little... we're definitely going to have to swallow some tough performances. But the pitching rotation... Our pitching should be better this year. Our pitching should deliver for us. Okay? So not much else for me to say. Leave a like if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already for all of our ongoing series between MLB The Show 24, NHL 24, and much, much more. Canucks will be out. I'm aiming for Friday. Sorry for the delay in the Canucks. There's never usually a delay like this. It's just that with all the NHL postseason going on, it's caused a bit of a backlog. But we'll get it going for the end of this week. There we go. And we'll be back live in about 48 hours with the San Francisco Starfleet NHL 24 Expansion Franchise Mode Series. 7 p.m. Eastern, April the 25th. Perfect. Thanks, Sever. Appreciate that. So, ladies and gentlemen, leave any and all your thoughts for the season ahead. Any trade ideas, what kind of packages we'll be looking at, who's excess, maybe you want to try promoting, whatever you're thinking, someone's in AA, should be in AAA, MLB, vice versa. Leave that down here in the comments on YouTube or over on the Discord server, link in the description. Who do you want to see rotation from as well? Who should we check in on in a month? Already I know, in a month we're checking in on Mick Abel. In a month we're checking in on, who's that outfielder that we sent down? In a month we're checking in on... Emmanuel Rodriguez. So who do we want to check in on? Leave any and all your thoughts down here in the comments or over on the Discord server. Thanks everybody for the love. Appreciate you being here. Sorry it was a bit later than usual, but thanks everyone for taking some time. Joe Ryan Jr. and Mighty Joe, of course, we'll check in on them. Check the Joes, of course. Thanks everybody for being here. Mouth's going at this point, so I'll just end it here. See you on Thursday for Starfleet NHL 24 and next Tuesday for the 2026 year number 3 season in its entirety here at the Montreal Expos. Have yourselves a lovely start to your week, everybody. We'll see you Thursday, and let's go Expos, baby. Good night.